Ladies, gentlemen, and whoever, whatever you identify as, welcome back to the Shed of Dread and welcome to another video. Right then, She-Hulk. You may have seen a video I've done earlier, which was going on about the fact that, you know, people were saying that people were moaning about She-Hulk because it put a woman in the forefront of the show, even though it's about a woman. Right then, let's get to it. I've watched 3 episodes. I'm not going to watch anymore. I just can't do it. The first episode, we get introduced to how she gets her powers. They've changed it. It doesn't matter what happened in canon. Forget all about that, because you're not allowed to have any thoughts back to the original comics or anything like that, because you're a misogynist. There's a car crash where the ship comes down, and they're talking about when Captain America lost his virginity, because of course we really needed to fucking know that. And the crash, and she touches some of Bruce's blood and gets turned into the She-Hulk. Then we have the bit where she's like coming to terms with the fact that she's the She-Hulk, and we go down the fact that, you know, I know how to control myself because I've been oppressed by people and men and a wolf whistling and cat calls and whatever, a load of fucking shit. And then she just goes to sit there and completely disrespects anything that the guy who's actually been the Hulk for a long time, who understands about these things, she just doesn't give a shit about what he thinks. Then we do some pointless training where, of course, she has to be better. We get stupid little jokes where we have the fourth wall being broken. Particularly, I don't really like the fourth wall being broken. I don't like being spoken to by my characters unless it's intrinsic to the film. You know, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a classic example where that works well. This doesn't. The humour, puerile, stupid, ridiculous, not needed. A funny moment every now and again, but trying to make it like, oh well, the excuse for, you know, it's humour, when in reality it's not. It's because it is exceedingly poorly written. There is the way they portray the lady who plays Tatiana, who plays the She-Hulk. The way they make her portray the She-Hulk is like, it's just not right. It's oh well, I'm better. And then when you watch it, not a lot happens. It's just this happens because this, and then that happens, and then that happens, and then she does something, and then we're in, and it's like, then we make a joke about something, and you know, we just like, oh, it's all, and then we add in the awful CGI effects that just look shit. I mean, the original Incredible Hulk TV show, where they actually used somebody, Lou Ferrigno, as the Hulk, was better. The CGI, whoever decided that CGI was great, he isn't. You could tell that it's why I don't understand why female writers need to write women like they do. You're not helping. You're making yourself. I mean, I know there's been a twerking sequence in one of the. It's just no. It's just no. I mean, they'll go, oh well, it's getting tanked because of a woman being in charge. No, we already knew what it was going to be like She-Hulk. The reason it's not doing very well is it's not funny. When the fourth wall is broken, it's done poorly. It's really badly written. She clearly is a man-hater. And we got Jamil Jamal in it, who's a complete nutter in real life. Any case, who hates all men. So the character she's playing is just being basically her, which is a self-conceited, head up her own arsehole kind of person. It's just, I've sat through 3 of the episodes, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It's just puerile, pointless, uninteresting crap. I just don't give a shit about the She-Hulk. I don't give a shit about anything. It's all about lawyers. No one cares. Yes, okay, it's got the original characters from the original movies, but they're in it for just so this gives this something. I mean, I know apparently the Daredevil character's coming in soon. Well, that'll be his character fucked over, because apparently it's going to be his more humorous side, but he's not funny. Daredevil isn't a funny person. Even the guy who played excuse me, the guy who actually plays Daredevil said it wouldn't be right for Daredevil to have humour in it, but he's going to be in the She-Hulk and they're going to destroy it. It's just modern day MCU. which is, or MCU, it is just shit. It's dross. There is a reason why it opened the lowest viewing figures of any Marvel anything. And it's not because it's a woman, and it's because people aren't interested in it. There's nothing there. And if you watch at least 2 or 3 of the episodes, you watch out and you just realise, oh my God, this is so dull and boring. It's, I mean, we have a fight in the courtroom and she's throwing stuff. No, really no. But don't get me wrong, if you enjoy the Shield, kudos to you. If you really do, and if you think it's great, fantastic. I mean, I'm not criticising. It's like with everything else I do. I'm not criticising you if you enjoy something or you like it, because this is just my humble opinion. I've watched it. I've tried to enjoy it. I can't. I did it with Obi-Wan. I've done it with the Rings of Power. Although I did it, I tried. I just can't. As the quite long-winded reviewer I read out the Forbes article about the Rings of Power, which is absolutely right. The thing is, it's all about show and not story. And I suppose you could kind of say that it's a bit about She-Hulk itself. It's all about, oh, look at me, I'm the She-Hulk, but there's no story. There's nothing there. I don't care. You know, things change. Oh, well, there's an arrogant man over there which I'm going to knock down. And it's like, I want a story. I want a genuine, good written story. I want something that goes, here we go, here's the story, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Whereas I'm watching things going, yeah, it does very much remind me very much akin of Star Trek Discovery, where things happened just for plot points. There was no development in anything. It's just, oh, we need to do this. Well, we'll create that, and then when that happens, I mean, things happen, and then they just fade off into nothing. And it's again very much akin to Doctor Who, whereas things happen and disappear or get forgotten about because we just put that there just for that particular moment in time to get that bit of a point across. And then when somebody goes, "What about that? That happened in 3 episodes ago," I'm going, "Oh, forget it." And if you want an example of that, try Ryan's dyspraxia, mentioned once, completely forgotten. In fact, he completely got over it. So, and when things are coming in, when it's just being stories, they're just dropping things in to happen because we need this thing to happen, for that to happen, to make that happen. But this thing doesn't really need to have to make any sense as long as it happens. No story. No one cares. There's no overriding story arc. There's no characters to give a shit about. I mean, there's a black character in the law firm. She really doesn't like Jen. So it gives a toss. I don't particularly like her. But you know, it's just And this is what's happening all the time in everything at the moment. It's just no one can write a decent flipping story anymore. It's about the message. It's about doing this. It's doing that. It's not about the story anymore. It's stopped being about the story. As I say, I mean, I recently did a interview with Sophia Miles, and we were talking about the Girl in the Fireplace episode from Doctor Who. That was a story, a love story, told in one single episode. One single episode of Doctor Who, where this story, as of a love story, developed from all the way through. It developed, it was written, and it came to a conclusion, and it was sad, and there was characters you cared about, and there was a good story, and everything made sense, and things weren't there, or originally felt like they weren't there for a reason, but at the end of it you found out that they were there for a reason. It told a story. That's what's important. A story, something you can invest in, something you can go along with, something you can feel that you're enjoying, that's entertaining you, not some trite, pathetic, childish little joke while looking through the camera at the audience and giving a knowing smile or a wink when you're sitting there just going, please fucking stop. I keep saying this on every video that I do with a lot of these things. Please, I don't want to be reminded about how shit the world is. I know how shit the world is. I live in it. When I put your program on, I want you to pick me up. I want you to put me down in this fantasy world or whatever and take me away from real world times for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And then at the end of it, I can be put back into the real world and I can step out and go, fuck that shit out of you. But no, what I get is something when I'm just sitting there thinking, none of this makes sense. It's not entertaining me. You're not giving me the illusion that I'm there. That's what we want. That's why films like Top Gun Maverick is doing so well. Because it picks you up, sticks you in the cockpit of a fighter jet, flies you around for a bit, and you have a great satisfaction at the end of it. With characters that you give a shit about, with characters you can invest in. Okay, it's a very short, pointless, silly little storyline. But you care. You care about the mission. You want it to succeed. You want these pilots to do well. You want Maverick to get happy with Rooster. Well, yeah. But this isn't it. She-Hulk is just boring, mindless crap. Written by women who think what they're portraying, how they're writing women, is how women should be. And they make them look stupid, silly, childish and puerile. Not strong. Any case, what the hell do I know? I'm just a fat guy sitting in his shed surrounded by his toys. You let me know what you think. Comment section down below. No wrong, no wrong, no wrong, no wrong, no two wrongs make a right. Yeah, no wrong, no right. Just your humble opinion. This is my humble opinion. But let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, like and share it, because it does help the channel with its algorithms, and that would be much appreciated. If you want to see some more videos, subscribe just there. Click on that, or if you're watching and thinking it'll be somewhere depending on the device you're on, click on that and you subscribe to my channel, and I will be humbly grateful. If you've done that, next to that's a bell. Ding the bell, select it to all, and you should, and I mean should, get a notification from YouTube that I've done another video. Now, if you're already a subscriber and you're not getting a notification, check it, because YouTube turns the bell off every now and again. I don't know why, but it does. And with that, and as always, and until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to love you and leave you. Thank you for spending some time with me. As always, it's deeply appreciated.